My name is Chloe Harper, and I'm a typical college sophomore. I've never had to worry about money because my family is well off, so I've never had a part-time job. But one day, I decided to get one, and you won't believe what happened. I moved out of my parents' house when I started college. I'm about to become a junior, so I've been living on my own for almost 2 years now. The plan is to move back home after I graduate in another 2 years. Until then, I want to enjoy living on my own to the fullest. I have a lot of friends, dress fashionably, and enjoy hanging out with them. Unlike most girls my age who crave designer items, I don't have many desires and can manage just fine with the money my parents send me. So, I've never felt the need to work part-time. This year I set a goal for myself. My close friends, Lily, Grace, Ava and I decided to go on an overseas trip before we get busy with job hunting. It's my first trip with friends, so it's special to me. I don't want to rely on my parents for the trip, so I decided to get my first ever part-time job to save up for it. Since it's my first job, I had to tell my parents. So, I decided to go home for a visit. I'm home. Oh, Chloe, it's been a while since you've been home. Yeah, I have to show my face once in a while or I'll make you sad, Mum. Exactly, she said as we had this casual conversation. I'm back. Welcome home, sir. The people who said this are my dad's subordinates. Yes, my dad is what you'd call the CEO of a company. It's customary for his team to greet him when he comes home. Dad, well, welcome back. Hey, isn't that Chloe? Long time no see. Yeah, you haven't changed a bit, Dad. Neither have you. We decided to have dinner together for the first time in a while. By the way, I'm thinking of getting a part-time job. A part-time job? Why go through all that trouble? I'm planning to go on an overseas trip with my friends this summer. That sounds fun. Right? So I want to earn the money for it. Why not? No way. I can give you all the money you need. Don't do something as risky as a part-time job. I thought to myself, I knew it. My dad has always been overprotective, so I figured he'd object. But I want to earn my own money for the first time and do something with it. I want to go on this trip with money I've earned myself. That sounds reasonable. What? Even you, Barbara, I won't allow it. Come on, she's 20 years old. Let her do what she wants. No way. With that, he left the room. I was feeling down. Don't worry about it. I'll talk to him. He's always had a soft spot for you, Chloe. It'll work out. I decided to trust my mum's words. That night, I chose to spend time in my old room. Feeling thirsty, I went down to the kitchen. There, I found Ethan, one of my dad's employees. Miss Wilson, you're back. Ethan, long time no see. Good to see you're doing well. You don't have to be so formal. We've known each other for years. We're practically childhood friends. Well, I work here now, but it's really good to see you again. I felt my face turn red. I've had a crush on Ethan, who's 2 years older than me, for years. I was happy to see him too, but I couldn't put it into words and ended up leaving the room. The next day... it feels so good to sleep in my own bed until noon. Chloe, lunch is ready. Thanks, Mum, I'm starving. Can you stay another night? Dad said he wants to talk to you about the part-time job. I was planning to go back today, but sure, I'll stay. That night... I'm back. Oh, Chloe, you're still here. Welcome back. How about these places for your part-time job? He showed me several papers listing about 5 different places. These places are hiring. My employees frequent them, so they're safe and the pay isn't bad. My mom and I exchanged smiles. Thanks, Dad. I hugged him. Embarrassed, he said, I'm going to take a shower, and left the room. See, I told you so. Yeah, I knew he'd do something because he's soft on you, Chloe, but I didn't expect him to find you a job in just 1 day. and they're all close to home, so it's safe. Thank you. And so I found a part-time job. I chose a trendy pub from the options my dad gave me. On my first day, I was really nervous. I'm new to this, but I'll do my best. Thank you for having me. We're short-staffed, so you're a lifesaver. Thank you. If you have any questions, just ask me. Or ask me. Yes, thank you. With a kind manager and 2 supportive team members, I started enjoying my part-time job. Welcome, Chloe. You're getting the hang of it. Thank you. She's amazing. It's only been 2 weeks, but she learns quickly and is super charming. She's my pride and joy. I'm not that great. No, you really are, Chloe. Thank you. I still have a lot to learn, but I'll do my best. I regretted not doing this sooner. Every day at my part-time job was so much fun. From regulars to first-time customers, I was gradually getting to know everyone. The more familiar faces I saw, the more enjoyable the job became. I realised I hadn't been in touch with my family lately, so I decided to give them a call. Mum's not answering her cell. Let's try the landline. Hello, I'm just house-sitting. Hey, is that you, Ethan? It's Chloe. Miss Wilson. Long time no see. Is Mum around? She's out with the boss right now. Got it. Just let her know I'm doing well at my job. You really are doing well. Huh? How do you know? Never mind, I'll pass along the message. Click. Ethan hung up abruptly. I wondered what that was about, but decided not to dwell on it. I continued to call home occasionally to give updates. As for my student life, I was so busy with work that I sometimes overslept and was late for my first class. But my friends were always there to help. Thanks, guys, you're lifesavers. You've been oversleeping a lot lately. Working part-time seems like a blast. You started it to save for summer vacation, but you're really into it, huh? I never had a part-time job before, so I got hooked. Why didn't I start sooner? You really seem to be enjoying it. Totally. But remember, I'm all about the trip, so make sure to invite me when all 4 of us hang out. Of course. I need to step up my part-time game for the trip. Me too. Oh, speaking of which, remember when we all met at Chloe's workplace? I was running a bit late and I saw someone watching Chloe from outside. What? That's creepy. A stalker? Yeah. I felt a chill run down my spine. No, it wasn't like that. The person looked concerned for Chloe. Could it be Dad? I thought maybe my worry-prone dad had come to check on me, but it wasn't him. It was a young guy, so definitely not your dad. Who could it be? I decided not to dwell on it too much. 3 months into my part-time job, something unexpected happened. That day, I was working in the dining area as usual when a customer came in. Excuse me, I'd like to make a reservation for next Saturday. They looked a bit intimidating. Apparently they were a regular, but not the friendliest customer. However, their reservation was a big one, worth about $2,000. The manager was thrilled. Thank you. We look forward to serving you. This was an unusually large order, and the manager was pumped. I felt like I'd seen these people before, but couldn't place it. I'm sure I remember seeing them somewhere. I shook off the feeling and got motivated by the manager's words. We're going to be really busy. I decided to work every day for the next week to help with the big reservation. It was a fulfilling time working closely with the manager and teammates. Then the day of the reservation came. I arrived at work earlier than usual. Tomorrow is the big day. Yes, I'm excited. I hope this leads to more big reservations. If we make these customers happy, it'll surely lead to more. I can't wait. Miss Wilson, you're such a hard worker. We're grateful. I should thank my dad for introducing me to this job. Your dad got you this job? Yes, don't you know? I wonder if I've met Mr. Wilson. Just then the phone rang. I got it. I'll answer the phone. Please do. Hello, hello. We're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Ah, our esteemed guest. Watching the manager talk on the phone with a sense of urgency, I had a bad feeling. The call abruptly ended. Holding the phone in one hand, the manager collapsed on the spot. Hey, are you okay? Our business is doomed. What do you mean, manager? We just got cancellation from a big client for tomorrow. What? That's terrible. Cancelling the day before is just not right. Could it have been a prank from the start? That's just too cruel. I'll handle this over the phone. Stop, James. They're the mafia. What? They've been here a few times before. The first time they came with a regular who's an executive, so there were no pranks. But after that, they complained about diluted drinks and trash in their drinks and even dined and dashed. So why did you accept a large reservation from such a customer? I thought it was an opportunity. The restaurant isn't that popular yet, and I thought this could make us famous. My greed got the better of me. That's still too cruel. I suddenly remembered something. Rewrite the following passage with minor changes while keeping the audience engaged. Don't add fluff. Don't make the passage difficult. Keep it easy to read for the audience. Use first-person pronouns such as I and me. I said I am not paying. You will pay. Really? You're going to make me. I don't like violence. Scared, huh? You're cute. Johnson, don't you recognise me? I suddenly changed my tone and yelled at Johnson. The manager, Jessica and James all looked at me in surprise. Who do you think you're talking to like that? Do you know who I am? You're Johnson, new to the Wilson family. The big organisation, the Wilson family. Even our boss won't stay quiet if you mess with me. Right, Ethan? Say something. Johnson, look at her carefully. No matter how many times I look, she's just a pretty lady. Ethan, did you fall for her at first sight? Don't joke around. If you defy me, Johnson, your life is over. What? If you don't recognise me, you must be really new to the Wilson family. Don't act so high and mighty. I am Chloe Harper, the daughter of the boss of the Wilson family. What? That can't be. The boss doesn't have a daughter. He does have a daughter. She lives alone to attend college, but comes home occasionally and is kind to newcomers like us. What? So the Mr. Wilson you mentioned is your dad? Manager, Jessica, James, I apologise for keeping this a secret. I'm the only daughter of the Wilson family. I got this part-time job through my dad's recommendation, and I'm sorry for the trouble one of our family members has caused. No, not at all. We're really grateful to Mr. Wilson. He's our best regular customer. I guess we haven't seen him much since you started working here. Johnson, do you get it now? I do. I'll have to report this to the boss. Please, spare me that. I'll ask again, Mr. Johnson. We're still expecting you for tomorrow's reservation, correct? Yes, please keep it. Understood. Manager, Jessica, James, tomorrow's reservation is still on. Chloe, that's amazing. So cool, got it. Ethan, thank you. Ethan's face turned red all at once. No need to thank me. And so, the large reservation went ahead as planned. Johnson seemed to have learned his lesson and invited family members, making the party a great success. My father also attended the party. He used to come often before I started working, but since then, he'd been sending Ethan to check on things, so I was really happy to see him. As an apology to the restaurant, my father ordered several bottles of $1,000 liquor, making the manager very happy. As for Johnson, he was supposed to be punished by my father, but since the party went as planned, I asked my dad to let him off the hook this time. Having overcome this incident, I reached my financial goal and went on my long-desired overseas trip with friends. Though I achieved my goal and got to travel abroad, I've decided to continue working at this wonderful restaurant.